Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you have a good day. My name is Irene Putriani from TBI.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khoirunnisa. I'm from TBI.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kurnia Sulkiyah. I'm from TBIA. My name 2041900019.
In here, our group will discuss about news by the title Omnibus Law Biggest Big Bang Reform Ever. Let's discuss. Okay, hundreds of labor staged a protest in Jatiuwung, Tangerang, Banten on Monday, October 5, 2020, to protest the Omnibus Law on job creation. In the protest, the workers say they will stage protests and strikes until Tuesday. It is unfortunate that most headline stories about the newly passed Omnibus Law on job creation have singled out the most controversial of the thousands of provincials. In its 19,500 pages, only two contribute to the public hostility toward what should be lauded as the most comprehensive Big Bang economic reform ever launched. More than 19% of the law is actually designed to stimulate domestic and foreign investment by removing bureaucratic inefficiencies and excessive licensing requirements, as well as a peculiar overlapping and contradictory regulations that have long hindered competitiveness. The House Representative was prompted to endorse the omnibus bill by the miserable failure of almost 20 reform packages that were launched from 2015 until 2019. These reforms were largely ineffective because their implementation was undermined by the regulatory overlap and conflict deriving from about 80 laws, as well as thousands of presidential regulations and ministerial decrees. It would have taken more than a decade to revise the numerous laws and regulations through the process of conventional lawmaking and raucous deliberation with attendant politics. The economy, already mired in a recession, badly needs huge investment right now to boost growth and create jobs, thereby reduce poverty and income inequality. The Omnibus Law, in a single stroke, amends 79 laws, eliminates thousands of regulations inimical to business and investment, but it will take several months more to prepare all the technical regulations needed to implement the new law. It is most imperative that the government now focuses its researches on completing or implementing regulation and disseminating them publicly, notably to local administration, the business community, and trade unions. It is difficult to understand why the trade unions remain obsessed with opposing the labor provisions in the new omnibus law, because they essentially maintain the labor rights protected in the 2003 labor law. Moreover, only less than 30% of the estimated 131 million labor for work in the formal sector, which is governed by the labor regulations. The other 70% are still trapped in the informal sector, thereby ineligible for the labor protection as regulated in the law.
The labor-intensive industry would remain unattractive to investors if the labor rule were not amended to boost the competitiveness of Indonesian labor against our Southeast Asian neighbor. In a country not known for its workers' productivity, the too rigid labor regulation made it virtually impossible to terminate a permanent employee. This turned away countless potential investors in and encouraged employers to avoid new hires while resulting to rolling contracts to outsource much of their extra work. The old, inflexible labor rules were certain to create disadvantage to employers because companies today face a changing economic landscape that have varying impact on different business sectors. The amended provision also will offer more flexibility in hiring contract and outsourced work so companies can adapt to change as they occur, which is the only certainty in today's business climate, notwithstanding the pandemic. We fully support work's demand for the compulsory minimum wage to it at least meet the basic cost of living so they can lead decent lives. But we should also accept the basic premise that economic growth and job creation are in the public and national interest, and that they can be achieved only if there is industrial peace and equitable distribution of economic gains. Understandably, the government should be heavily involved in the labor market because a freewheeling labor market will never favor the work's interests given the unequal states and often opposing interests of employees and employers. Labor policies that overly favor works will steal new investment and prompt companies to hire temporary workers. Employers want profit, the union want better pay, and the government want a conclusive investment climate. These elements are not part of a zero-sum game, but are interdependent as companies can remain profitable only if they take good care of their works. In the combination of the two lead on to increase competitiveness that attract investment, hence economic growth and job creation go hand in hand in common interest.
If the unions continue to hold strikes and street demonstrations to push their demand for higher wages and more generous welfare benefits at a time when we are in coronavirus index recession, then their action will be entirely counterproductive. The problem is that wage hikes are not sustainable if revenues don't increase, whether by increased productivity, better infrastructure, or higher sales. But blaming the slow growth in formal jobs primarily on rigid labor laws could also mislead policy decisions in both the informal and formal sector. The key to spurring jobs growth in the formal sector is investment policies that promote product diversification and facilitate business restructuring. To reiterate, more than 90% of the provisions in the Job Creation Omnibus Law are appropriately designed to stimulate private investment and business. However, the government should also realize the blunt fact that while the majority of the workforce is thoroughly engaged in the rural sector, it is this very sector that policymakers have long neglected. It is no wonder that the rural sector has the highest unemployment rate and lowest productivity, and will remain so unless the government boosts public investment in rural infrastructure and expands the coverage of the agricultural extension program. Thank you.